Hello Supermoms! Today we embark on a thrilling rollercoaster journey through the intriguing universe of real estate investing. Welcome to the first episode of the 5-part video series, where I just don't casually flip through the pages of my experience. No, I enthusiastically rip the book apart and invite you to dive into the exhaustive details of how we turn this disastrous dump into an absolutely gorgeous home and cash in a handsome $83,000 profit. So grab a cup of coffee and put the kid on pause. If only, right? Get comfortable because this is going to be an educational adventure. If you are a novice in real estate, you are in for a treat. And if you already test out these waters, why don't you share your story with our community? Pop your anecdotes in the comment below. Each property flip journey is a tale of transformation. And like all good tales, there are highs, lows, and plenty of unexpected twists. Throughout our 5-part video series, we are going to explore each stage of our flip, starting with how we harness the power of working with a real estate agent to identify the golden deal, to wrestling with the closing process. Trust me, it can be as tricky as getting your toddler to eat broccoli. We then roll up our sleeve and dive headfirst into an extensive rehab operation, breathing life back to what was once an uninhabitable wreck, making it to a beautiful belle of the block. But I'm curious, have you worked with a real estate agent before? Or maybe considering working with one? What has been your experience? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you think real estate agents talk about real estate all the time, well, real estate investors are worse. My husband is a mountain biking enthusiast. During one of these pedal pumping outings, my husband actually bumped into a real estate agent who's not only a biking buff, but also a local real estate wizard. Picture this, my husband sweating, running out of breath, and chatting about distressed properties and investment criteria on a bike. Who does that? In my video, Working with Real Estate Agent 101, I cover some tips on how you can build relationship with a real estate agent. We all can agree that we are not the only investor in town. So how do you make sure that this is not just another conversation that gone with the wind? In the process, we offer him that if he brought us a deal, we will offer him a commission on the purchase. And when we're done renovating the house, he can list it on the market. Not only that, agent can earn up to 10% commission working with us. They get to put their names on beautiful looking products and expand their client database if they choose to. So let's call our biking buddy and real estate expert Trailblazer. He was intrigued with the idea of turning distressed property into beautiful homes. After all, who wouldn't be? It's like an extreme makeover. However, just like you have to remind your kid to clean their rooms or finishing their homework, we had to check in regularly with Trailblazer to ensure that he is looking out for potential deals. Then one day, the stars aligned. The phone buzzed, and on the other end was the call that we've been eagerly waiting for. Trailblazer had unearthed a golden deal. He has scheduled a time for us to view the property and potentially meet with the sellers. Do you have to meet with the sellers? No, in fact, most of the time you won't. I personally just love to hear the seller stories that help me to understand how we can better help in the process of buying their house. Here we are at the property. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house that seems stumbled straight out of the 80s. A sprawling living of 1,500 square feet sitting on a lot of 12,000 square foot lot. The property was shining with charm, mess, and loads of untapped potentials. It needed some serious TLC though. A ghostly show waiting to fill with life and laughter. Have you ever taken a distressed property and transformed it into a dream home? We'd love to see your magic. Share the before and after pictures in the comment below. Making an offer, this is the tough one. If your real estate agent does not understand your business model, pause. Do that first. It is crucial for the real estate agent to understand your business model before making the offer. Making the offer is like stepping onto high wire. As experienced investors, we needed to strike for a balance between finding the property that could be nurtured into a dream home and making a purchase that's not gonna dent too much of our pocket. We were clear about our intent. Our offer was going to be less than the market value, quite a bit less. Of course, in return, the seller can just pick the closing date and they don't have to worry about any repairs, any contingency, and sometimes you may run into some pushback from your agent. Trailblazer said, "That offer is too low. I don't even know if I want to ride that out." The following week was a thrilling back and forth negotiation. The tension was comparable to waiting for the pregnancy test result. Be patient and be transparent with your agent about your offer. Once they understand that, they can fight for you. And finally, our patience and our persistence paid off. Our offer was accepted. Our superhero agent sent us a signed contract with a sale price of $53,375. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever negotiated on the deal that made you proud? Maybe at the garage sales, maybe buying a car, or getting your kids to read financial book. Tell us your best negotiation story in the comment below. And that, Supermoms, bring us to the end of part 1. We found our diamond in the rough. We are ready and prepping to roll up our sleeve and get down to work. But what awaits for us on the next stage? That is a tale on the next episode. In part 2, we unravel the intricacy of the closing process, a true test of nerves and negotiation skills. Make sure you got your seatbelt on because it's gonna be a wild ride. If you have enjoyed journeying with us today, show some love, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming thrill of part 2. And keep the comments flowing with your experiences, thoughts, and questions. Until then, stay super moms!